So for about 15 years, I was on the wrong side of the dumbest argument in gym history. High reps versus low reps. If you see me back then, you would have seen that I was in the low reps, heavyweights group. I was slimming plate and knocking out sets of 3 to 5. I thought having that pain was a badge of honor. It felt like I was doing something to my muscles and they were getting stronger and bigger. Because that's what men do, right? Lift heavy, get big, and use that pain as a sign of growth. Turns out, the whole idea was a lie. And the science that killed it, it actually saved my joint. So here's what I thought for years. And you know what? I bet a lot of you was thinking it too. Low reps with heavyweight builds muscle. High reps with lightweight is just cardio or toning for beginners. That was the gospel. Every coach I had, every article I read, they all said the same thing. Heavy equals big. Light equals a waste of time. And for a guy with 2 rotator cuff surgeries, that gospel was slowly breaking me down. I just didn't know it yet. Now the internet will still tell you the same thing today. Pick your rep range. Stay in your lane. Heavy for strength, moderate for size, high reps for endurance. It's simple and it's easy to remember. And almost completely wrong. Because starting around 2010, actual researchers, not gym bros, started testing this directly. Groups lifting heavy in the 3 to 5 rep range, moderate in the 8 to 12 rep range, and light in the 20 to 30 rep range, they trained for weeks and sometimes months. Then they measured actual muscle growth with actual scans. And the result, all 3 groups built almost the exact same amount of muscle. Let that sink in for a minute. Heavy, moderate, and high resulted in the same muscle growth. Different stimulus now, but the same nonetheless. But here's where this stops being science trivia and starts being something you actually need to hear. If you're over 40 and have previous injuries or chronic pain because of them, like me, just know that every time you go heavy, this catches up to you faster than you think. One bad rep at age 45, and you're out the game for 6 weeks. You can't train the way you want to, and you will lose all that progress you built. And every time this happens, as we age, it gets even harder to come back. I've watched guys walk away from the gym entirely because their body couldn't handle the heavy weights anymore, and they thought that meant they were done. That's the real cost of getting this wrong. But nobody told you that there was a better way. Look, I did 15 years in the Army. I got 2 surgically repaired shoulders and spondylolisthesis diagnosis in my lower back. So when I say I know what it feels like to train through pain, I really mean it. For years, I was doing the same thing, just like you are probably right now. I was seeing how many 45 plates I can put onto the bar for 5 sets of 5. Then I would feel sore for days, pop ibuprofen, and go back tomorrow for more. But here's the thing. I wasn't actually getting stronger during those years. I was just surviving my workouts and not adapting to them. My body wasn't building, it was defending. And when I finally backed off the heavy weight and started actual training in higher rep ranges and moderate loads, something changed. My body stopped screaming at me and I could train more often. And I actually started building muscle again. Not because I was grinding harder, but because I was finally training in a way my body could actually recover from. Real quick, before I break down how exactly I did this, drop in the comments what rep range you've been married to. Are you the heavy 5 for 5 guy? The pop and chase 15 rep guy? Let me know. Answer all my comments. So here's what science actually says, and more importantly, how to use it when your body's already got miles on it like me. Number 1, effort beats rep range every single time. Your body doesn't have a rep counter, but it has a stress detector. When you push a set to within 1 or 2 reps of failure, and it doesn't matter if it happens at rep 5 or 25, your muscles get the same signal to grow. So the question isn't how many reps. The question is, how close did you get to failure? For beat up lifters, that's liberating, because you don't have to load 4 plates to send that signal. You could do it with weight you can actually control, and with form you can actually maintain. Number 2, heavy weight is still the king for strength. I'm not telling you to never go heavy again. Low reps with heavy weight trains your nervous system to fire harder. They build raw overall strength, but they also beat up your joints, fire your CNS or your central nervous system, and take longer to recover from. So if you're going to go heavy, and you should from time to time, save it for one big compound lift. Think your squats, deadlifts, presses. Do them in the 3 to 6 rep range, but treat that heavy day as a tool, not as a whole identity. Number 3, high reps are on a downgrade. This is the one that changed everything for me. For years, high reps were called a waste of time. Now, the science says they build just as much muscle as heavyweight, as long as you push close to failure. And here's the part that matters for you. High reps are easier on your joints. They drive blood into your muscle, and they hit all the small stabilizers that heavyweight skip. And they let you build size in spots that are harder to reach when you're grinding out those low reps. These are the areas that matter for overall durability into your 40s, 60s, 70s, and beyond, God willing that you see those ages. Number 4, mix all 3 rep ranges. This is the formula. Use heavy, low rep work for your big compound lifts like squats, deadlifts, and overhead presses. Use moderate to 8 to 12 rep to work for your main accessory lifts like rows, split squats, presses. Then finish with high reps, 15 to 25 reps, isolation work for isolation work, such as curls, lateral raises, face pulls, calf raises, tricep work, etc. Remember this phrase. Heavy builds the foundation, moderate builds the bulk, high reps add size where heavy can't reach, and do it without wrecking your joint. And number 5, there's no such thing as toning. I need to say this because it's still everywhere. You cannot tone a muscle with light weight or high rep. A muscle either grows or it doesn't. That tone look that you see is just more muscle and less body fat. That's it. So if you're doing endless sets of 30 reps with weight that doesn't challenge you, you're just moving weights around. You still need to push close to failure, whether you get it at 5 reps or 25 reps. Now I'm going to be fully honest with you. This is not complicated. Heavy for strength on your main lifts, moderate weight for most of your work, high reps for isolation and joint-friendly volume. That's it. And that's exactly why some guys will skip it, because it's simple, and simple doesn't sell a fitness program. Think about it. When you go on social media, we see all these fitness influencers doing all these extreme exercises that we know we can't do and having extreme bodies that we know we can't reach. We subscribe, follow, and like their content so we could keep seeing more of that. But that's what social media sells you, and you take the bait every time. Then when you find out that you don't look like them or intimidated by the extreme exercises, you stop your monthly membership. But by then, they already got your hard-earned money. You skip over people like me who show you what real durability training looks like in the real world, and not some 30-second clip from a 20-year-old fitness guru that is sponsored by these big fitness companies to sell your product that doesn't work. Do I have a training program? Yes. It's called Everyday Strength. But you don't see me trying to advertise it or trying to sell it to you. I figured you're going to work out the same way I do, then you would join. If not, that's cool too. That's also why you don't see my channel being sponsored as well. And I don't think I want that, because I always want to be true and real with you. But look, the truth is, this is what research actually proves. What lets you keep training into your 40s, not because you're trying to relive your high school PRs, but because you're training in a way that your body can actually sustain. The guys still grinding out heavy singles every week in their 40s, some of them are strong, sure, but a lot of them are one bad rep away from a 6-month layoff. That's not training discipline. That's stupid training. So here's where you're at right now. You can keep surviving your workout instead of building muscle from them. Or you can use the full toolbox. Heavy when it makes sense, moderate reps for the bulk, and higher reps for when your joints need a break. Push close to failure no matter what, and actually build muscle in a way that your body can handle for the next 20 years. If you've been stuck in one rep range your whole training life, drop it in the comments. Are you the heavy 5 guy or the pump chasing 25 rep guy? And after you watch this video, did anything change how you think about it? Answer all my comments.